Here we go. Here's the host. Take over. Here we go. Go, Kev.
Hello, everybody. Nottingham Forest fans, Mr. Door fans. I'm back. And this is the Kev Campbell takeover of Mr. Door's channel. We got Mr. Door here. How are you doing, Mr. Door?
I feel great, Kev. I'm getting a bit emotional because we're back in the Premier League, but I'm happy. I'm happy as Larry now. I can't wait. Saturday needs to hurry up now, but I can't wait now. Bring it on. Bring the Premier League on.
That's good. We got Foxy underneath, Mr. Door. How are you, Foxy?
I'm good. How are you?
I am excellent, and I've been waiting to do this takeover for a while. So we're gonna speak to you specifically in a bit. And we got Ellie back. How are you, Ellie?
Oh, I'm just counting down the days until Saturday. I'm so excited and so nervous.
So, okay, everybody in chat, the questions I'm going to ask, I've got questions for the panel. Feel free to answer them, and Mr. Door's going to check me and speak to me and mention your names and stuff so we could all see your answers. But listen, it's been a bit of a whirlwind after Wembley, hasn't it, panel? And Nottingham Forest have got really busy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask Ellie first, then Foxy, then you, Mr. Door. Question number one. Who is your favourite signing so far of the summer?
Oh, God, what a summer it's been. I mean, some of the signings we've had have been fantastic. I think in terms of excitement levels, who I was like the most excited to see signed, I know everyone's going to say it and everyone's going to feel it, is obviously the standout Jesse Lingard. Who, if you'd have told me a year ago today that we would be signing Jesse Lingard, Nottingham Forest would be playing for us, I'd be like, just stop lying. Like, why are you teasing me like that? But we've signed him, and honestly, I was a bit nervous, but now that we've signed him, now that I've seen him in action at county ground against Valencia, it's just got me buzzing. I don't mean to, name the obvious, but I can't help but be most excited about having Jesse Lingard at our club. Honourable mention, I'd actually say Nico Williams after seeing him. And after seeing him play, I was quite impressed. I have to say, I wasn't expecting to be as impressed as I was. But for me, Jesse Lingard. It's got to be.
Jesse Lingard. Fair enough. And what about you, Foxy? Who's your favourite signing so far of the summer?
Just following up on what Ellie said there. I mean, Jay Ling's Instagram post was just like, his announcement of joining our club was just epic. It was cheesy as anything, but I loved it. And, I mean, I turned around to my Jessie, who is 15, and said to her, Forest have just signed Jesse Lingard. And she was like, don't be ridiculous, Mum. And I said, no, Forest have just signed Jesse Lingard. And I said, this means you're going to come to every game with me, doesn't it? And she went, yes, it does. So that's a 15-year-old's take on it. My take on it is I'm excited about the fact that Jay Lingard has signed for us too. But I am really excited to see all of our new players, to be fair. I think Nico has done really well. I think he will link up really well with Brennan. Bianconi has come in and done the job. The one that I'm actually really, really excited about is the fact that we've got the Moose back at the City Ground. Moose!
Moose! That's brilliant. What about you, Mr. Door? Who's your favourite signing of so far of the window? Because we're not finished yet. There's still time for more.
So I've lost count. How many players we brought in? Is it 12? Yeah, 12 players. I'm going for Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson, because like I said, we had to bring a quality keeper to replace Samba.
Yeah.
So to bring in Dean Henderson from Man United is a fantastic deal for us. And with him in goal, we're going to get some clean sheets, and we've got a good defence. So for me personally, I know everyone's bragging about Jesse Lingard. He's a great signing for Forest, but me personally, it's got to be Dean Henderson, without a doubt.
Okay, so listen, we've dealt with the new signings to a point. But obviously, there's other signings who have come in who I want to get to question number 2. Preseason. Who's looked good in your eyes? Because you've had an okay preseason. So who's looked good in your eyes, Ellie?
The I've actually been to and watched live was the Valencia game, which I'm glad in the end was that one because we did see near enough a full strength team, I would assume. And as I mentioned earlier, I was really impressed with Nico Williams going forward. I thought there was amazing through balls. I loved the way his link up with Johnson, as mentioned earlier, was really, really exciting to watch. And I know he's young, and I think there's a lot of time for him to progress even more. Defensively, it was a little bit nerve-wracking at points, but I think there's time for him. I think as well, Taiwo was, when he came on a substitute at, I can't remember what minute, and when he came on and Jono scored that, it was a cross, wasn't it, into Jono? That was fantastic. And he had 2 crosses in the short time that he was in on the pitch. And I thought, that's, again, really exciting to watch. I'm really impressed with that. I wasn't expecting it to be so exciting. And to see Johnson having 2 players that he can link up with really well was just really fantastic. I was so excited to see how creative we looked. And Jesse Lingard, his work rate on the pitch, fantastic. I mean, we'd expect nothing less from him, but his work rate was outstanding. His touch was outstanding. It was just, it's got me even more confident than I was before. I'm dangerously confident going into this season. Dangerously confident.
Why do you say dangerously?
Because, you know what? This is a good point. Why do I say dangerously? If I say it's so, it seems to be so. So if I'm saying we're finishing 13th, I'd place your bets now because.
Nah, listen, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, she predicted the 4th.
Listen, man, I'm not getting involved.
So you reckon Forest are going to finish 13th?
Yeah, at least.
I like the confidence. What about you, Foxy? Preseason, who's looked good for you?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was at the Notts County friendly on the Tuesday last week, and I thought Sam Surridge looked absolutely phenomenally fit. Just the fact that we played at Wembley, he went off and had his operation, and he looked amazing. He looked as far as I know, that he was playing for us at 70% because he knew he needed a hernia op. So the fact that he came back and he looked that fit that quickly, I'm really, really, really excited to see what he can do for us. He reminds me of Teddy Sheringham. He is Teddy Sheringham with pace, and I am really excited. It might well be that he is our super sub for a lot of the season, but I think, if Forest are at a 0-0 and you've got someone like Sam coming on, I am excited to see what he can do. He looked phenomenal when he came on. Same as Ellie. I was really impressed with Tayo on Saturday. I'm calling him T-Dog because I can't pronounce his surname.
I'm the same, Foxy.
T-Dog all the way. I thought going forward, as long as he's facing goal, he looks really good. With his back to goal, he isn't Keenan Davis. We can't compare the two, but he looked really impressive. The ball that he put in for Brennan was pinpoint. Brennan looked like he was just continuing what he did last year. I'm excited. I am really excited. I can't also not mention Lewis O'Brien. He looked absolutely like he'd been at the club forever. And Toffolo didn't dive, so happy days.
Brilliant. That's a good summary. What about you, Mr. Dore? Who's good for you in pre-season?
I'm lucky enough. I've been to 6 games. I went to the one in Germany as well. But there's 2 players that who made excitement for me is Nakate, the centre back from Mans, and when you see players especially from Germany, thinking, oh God, here we go, and young player, 22, and he's an animal, actually animal. And when we played against UD Berlin, I thought, wow, this is a fantastic signing. For me, he's one. But echo what Lise just said. We got Tower Wanley, fantastic signing again from Germany. But for me, Sam Sturridge, he looked fantastic. Yeah, he looks the part against Blentshaw because Blentshaw, good defense, but
good side.
They're good side, and you can tell he's ready for Premier League. And I personally think he might start against Newcastle. And I can't. The players that should be brought in 12 players, but McCarthy for me, he's an animal, and I'm excited to see him. Forest fans were like, "Wow, he's an animal." And we talk about will it be him? Will it be Cook in that mid or front three? But for me, what a player! What a player! And I'm excited to see all these players play. But yeah, just Lingard, yes, but McCarthy for me, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, number 3 is a lot more fun for you, and I'm going to start with Ellie. So Ellie, how does it feel now that it's only 48 hours before you get going in the Premier League at Newcastle?
It's like unreal. I know we've had the whole summer for it to sink in. I know we've had all these press releases, everything that's going on, and it still will not sink in until, I think even at Newcastle, it still won't quite sink in. It's probably when we're first at home, where we have the whole of the City ground singing and we're playing West Ham. It's honestly, I'm just so excited. I've never seen this in my life. I've never seen Forest in the Prem. We've always been like, whenever, like, oh, who do you support? And I say Forest, it's always like, oh, championship. But now, here we are, back where we belong. We're here to stay. We're here to compete. And I'm just really excited to see what we bring to Newcastle. Because obviously, you know, we've got a lot of new signings and a lot of work to be done in terms of how they play together. So that will be really interesting, and who is the starting lineup. But I just cannot wait. It needs to go quicker.
Well, let's put it this way. It's going to get real when you get up to Newcastle. You're going to know you're in the Premier League because huge stadium. I don't know if you've ever been. Huge stadium.
Lots of steps.
Lots of steps to get up to your seat.
Everyone keeps mentioning about his steps. I'm not going to steps.
No, you're going to do the lift. We know.
Listen to me. Des is giving me a piggyback. So Des says, if you're watching Des, you are giving me a piggyback. So
are you getting the Lilo back down again? Are you going to ride the Lilo down?
Lilo down. So
He'll have sail down. What about you, Foxy? How does it feel now? It's only 48 hours.
It's surreal. It really is surreal. I'm really excited for Saturday, and I have done Newcastle before when we played in the cup game a few years ago. And Matt Mills got sent off, and at that point we were just like, I think it was well, was it cup? Was it it was a cup game, wasn't it? Was it league? We played them at round about Christmas.
It was a league. We lost. You go back to Mills.
We lost 3-1. Matt Mills got sent off. And we just basically said, stuff this. Like, once he's been sent off, stuff this. For every goal that they score, we're going to have a jug of cocktails when we get back to the hotel. And we were all hammered. So it was what it was. I'm more quietly confident for Saturday that we're actually going to give them a game. I think, you know, we proved last season with the games that we played, Arsenal, Leicester, Liverpool, that we can compete, and I'm with Ellie on that we will compete, and that we are here to stay. That our owners aren't in it for one season only; they are in it for the long haul, and they will do anything they can to make sure that we are in the Premiership going forward. And I think the starting 11 will be quite exciting. I don't think Surridge will start. A little bit contention.
Oh, at least so much.
I don't. But if it's 0-0 and he comes off the bench with 70 minutes gone, we're going to win 1-0. So who's complaining?
I like that analogy. Surridge, if you're listening, if you don't start, you're the super sub.
Yeah, his dad be watching. His dad's always watching this. So shout out to Phil.
One.
Shout out to Phil.
Respect to Mr. Surridge.
Yes.
So what about you, Mr. Dore?
You know
what's it feel like for you? Because I know, listen, remember, me and you go back a little way, and I remember speaking to you, and you were like, "We've got to stay in this championship." That's one of the first conversations we had. We've got to stay in the championship, and look at us now, 48 hours away from the Premier League. How do you feel, man?
You know what? I'm excited. I feel I've been on so many podcasts saying that I'm bloody going to Newcastle, going to all these teams, but 48 hours away to go into St. James's Park, and don't mention the stairs again, please, because I'm just dreading it going to the stairs. So Yeah, I'm buzzing. I can't wait. And it's been 23 years of this nonsense that we've had, but it's going to be like Lisa and I mentioned it. I think we will compete. We will compete in this league. We've got the players. We've got, like I said, we've got a young side mixed with experience as well. I can't wait. It needs to hurry up because I'm not going to sleep now. I might go for after this. I might go for a little long walk, like a 5-hour walk somewhere.
Does it feel a bit for everyone and everyone listen? Does it feel a bit like Wembley? Before you went to Wembley, because that was like you were waiting. You had to wait until the championship come around, and then it was the journey and all that.
Ask me that again.
I know it's not the same, but that excitement.
No. Wembley was awful. Wembley was horrific. Wembley, the nerves were horrendous. This time, it's just excitement. Because
you're there.
It's a brand new page, and we are there, and we're there to compete. We're not there to make up the numbers. We're there to compete, and we will. And it's been a long time coming, Kev. You know this. We all know this.
I know it. I know it only too
well. Born the last time we were in the Premiership.
I know it
we're
only
still
too
in
well.
nappies, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we are in this to compete, and we are in this hopefully for the long haul. And I think our owners think we're in this for the long haul too, given the fact that they have thrown money at the club. So for me, it is just exciting. I'm not nervous. I'm not. I don't feel anything like I felt when we played at Wembley. I just feel like we're there, and we should just enjoy it for what it is.
So, question number 4, I'm going to put to all of you.
Everyone comes as well, get involved.
So feel free to go. Fans who are watching, feel free to comment. What's the city like right now? 48 hours.
Wow. Can I take this?
Arguing about tickets.
Can I take this? Everyone arguing about tickets. Like, I've had enough. I have to switch my phone off. But everywhere I walk, like I put my Forest top and everyone says, how excited are you? I'm like, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I just want to hurry up, man, because like I said, it's just being back in the Premier League. I'm playing against these clubs. Like you mentioned, Kev, like we had that conversation in August, and like I said, I was preparing for League One, but just talk about to everyone we're back in the Premier League. I can't wait. I'm buzzing, and I can't wait, man. Hurry up! Come on, Premier League. We're coming.
Roxy, what's the city like for you?
Yeah, it is really buzzing. It absolutely is buzzing, and everywhere you go. I mean, we went away in June. We went. We were in Crete. Sorry, no, we weren't. That was a lie. We were in Rhodes, and one day we were sat eating lunch, I think it was, and a guy came up to us and said to us, "How was Wembley?" Blah blah blah. He knew us both from social media, and then we saw somebody. I'd seen somebody else in his Forest shirt a few days later. The fact is that people are proud to be wearing their shirts. They are proud of our city, and everybody is out there advocating the fact that Forest are back in the Prem, and it's been a long time coming. And it's not just the fact that it's Forest fans. I mean, I've had people that I've known for years and years and years, Spurs fans, Chelsea fans, all sorts of. Just saying, it's such a good feeling to know that Forest are back, and Forest are back, and that is just like that. Just gives me goosebumps just saying it.
Yeah. What about you, Ellie? You represent a younger element. No disrespect to the Nottingham Forest fan base. What's it been like for you and the city and your friends?
God.
And
Just
you've not been paying a bill.
It's so much fun in terms of, like I say, I was the football friend that just got taken the mick out of all the time. Oh, Forest too, because they didn't know their history. But now suddenly everyone's talking about Forest. It's like you can bet. I mean, TalkSport can't get enough of us, can they? It's just all about us. I'm loving the attention we're getting. Is amazing. Whether it's bad or good, it's like you will keep talking about Forest because you're scared. Admit it. You are all scared of what we're gonna do, and it's just the whole city is like so proud. Like Lisa said, suddenly everyone is so proud to be in this city and to be a Forest fan Forest shirts everywhere. Even like I saw Millie's cookies and they had a Forest cookie, and I was just really excited to see that. Everyone wants to get a piece. Everyone wants a piece of this success, and I'm just so excited. I've just been riding this wave, getting on board as much, just trying to talk about it whenever I can, just throw it into conversation, just because I'm so excited. I'm loving it. I wish we could do this every season, just get promoted. But
Well, listen,
obviously,
not promotion.
I want to say it. We're not
to be in it every season.
Jinx it.
To be in it every season is what the plan is, I'm sure.
Exactly.
And look, the history of Nottingham Forest, precedes everything. That's why, Foxy, as you said, there's fans from different clubs who are reaching out, and they respect Nottingham Forest a lot because it was always a great city to come to, always a great club to play, and everybody respected the club. But the question I want to ask, and I'm going to go to you first on this one, Foxy, is what does Steve Cooper mean to you right now, and are you confident in what he's gonna deliver this season?
I really hope. I mean, for Coops, it's a new thing. His interview today said all the right things. He talked about the fact that we all kind of embraced the players and the stuff last season, that we all felt like we were all in it together. And I really, really hope that we can continue that with the new players, because everybody we are all in it together, and Cooper has to hit the ground running, because then the pressure's on. And I don't want the pressure to be on, because he has brought the city back together. He has made Nottingham Forest again. Yeah. And it's so it really does. I don't want to be negative, because I don't think there's anything to be negative about, because if anyone can do it, he can do it. And I think, having seen the game on Saturday against Valencia, you saw with Ellie picked up on this earlier, that Lingard kind of had already invested in Nottingham Forest. After one game, he was sold on the fact that this is what we're going to do. And I think a lot of our new signings have signed because of Coops. Brennan, because of Coops. So you have to be behind your manager. And I really hope that our fans and our fan base and whoever it is that is following from wherever, whether it's somebody that's got an away membership and only gone to one game, whether it's somebody like Dore who has followed them home and away, wherever, I really, really hope that our fan base just stays behind him, because I think we have got one of the best British managers, because he is Welsh,
yes.
that is out there. And at the moment, if you look around, who else is better? There isn't anybody better. We have the perfect fit for our club, and I am excited to see the next step, and I can't wait.
Fantastic, Foxy. That's brilliant. What about you, Ellie, as a younger young lady? Steve Cooper, what's he mean to you? And are you confident he's going to deliver?
I think, kind of like Lisa said, we know what he can do because he did it. And I think it's entirely down to if Coops does Coops. If he does what he knows he can do, rather than feeling like, I'm Premier League now, I've got to do things differently, then we'll be fine. We'll be more than fine. I do trust him. If he does what he knows he could do, we're fine. It's the way he has embraced what a special club we are, because we are special. There are very few clubs in this country with the history that we have. And people were starting to forget, like people of my generation, my age, they don't know that, they don't understand. And when I'm like, Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. They're like, what? What do you mean? When? And I'm like, oh no. And he really has embraced the history. He's connected with the fans. That's what he's done. That's been fantastic as well. I think he's really made everyone love Forest. And I think in Jesse Lingard's interview, I can't remember if it was in one of them, Jesse Lingard was talking about how the effort that Cooper made to sign him. A lot of people, TalkSport, were accusing us of that he just wanted to sign for us for the money. And obviously, it's all come out now that that's not the case, isn't it? So, West Ham fans, all you lot coming for me in the comments, well, but he really is something special. And
Well, let's be honest,
just represents.
Ellie, let's be honest.
Love that, Ellie.
Ellie,
Love
let's
it.
be honest. You know, West Ham fans are going to be a little bit cheesed off because they thought
Salty is the right word. Yeah.
they're going to be a little bit cheesed off because they thought he was going there. But Coops came in, swooped in, and just nicked him.
It was like 48 hours. God, I saw the line, and like the next day, suddenly we've signed him. I'm like, what? Where has that come from? And I made a mistake of posting a video about it, taking the mick. Just unsurprisingly, West Ham fans were not best pleased when I mentioned
Mark Dennis, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Come on, you Reds. There you go.
Thank you for the super chat, Mark.
Come on, you Reds. Thank you for the super chat. Mr. Dore, your mate, Steve Cooper.
You know what? Like
what did he say to you at the open day? What did he say?
You know what? It's funny because I was on the other side, and lucky enough, me and Ellie was allowed to go to the media, see what's happening, and he saw me. He went, "Come here, Ben." So he gave me a hug, and he said to me, "Ben, keep smiling." But he already has, and to get us back in the Premier League, listen, whatever happens, because we know this Premier League is going to be brutal. No one feels sorry for you. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a legend regardless, whatever happens. And he says, on holiday, says Ben, you're going to have your goods, your bads, but we're back in the Premier League, and it's excitement times with Steve in charge. It's a new chapter for him. I remember in the playoff final, the interview that he did with Sky Sports. He said, he's so proud of what he's achieved, but now it's the next step. And now he's done what he's done. He's brought like players like Jesse Lingard, Dean Henderson, and so on. So I can't wait what he brings to the Premier League, because, like I said, he's a young manager still, and if he does well, there's going to be clubs sniffing on him. That's all right. It's okay to look him, but he's staying with us.
That's part of the course, right?
Exactly.
If he does well, teams are going to be looking at him. But I don't want to mess with these two down there.
Exactly. We don't want to mess with these two. Exactly. So
Steve Coops had no chance.
He's going in that cupboard. That's the end of it.
But like I said, he's a legend, man. And like this conversation, I'm not going to say much what he said, but he's a legend. And to know that he watches my channel, his son watches my channel, his brother watches my channel. You just Ben, keep smiling, be happy, and enjoy the good times in the Premier League.
Listen, and the good times are back at Forest. One thing I will say, this is number 6 now. We mentioned Dean Henderson, and Dean Henderson obviously is coming. What is it with you and Manchester United? Why do you keep taking some of their quality players? What is it? What's going on? Tell me about Dean Henderson, how he's done.
If they don't love their players, what can we say?
You know what?
Can we say?
Listen to me. I think everyone's seen it. The interview that he did on TalkSport, and he's got a point. Like I said, I think he was playing. Then he got COVID, and you're not going to replace a fantastic keeping De Gea. So Cooper said to him, "Come to Forest. We're going to love you." Blah blah blah. Mate, if he goes back, if he plays fantastic, go back to Man U. But he's here for the whole season, where fans are going to love him. Yeah. So listen to me. We've got a fantastic goalkeeper. I personally think, no disrespect to Arsenal, Kev, I think he's better than Ramsdale.
Well, you will say that, won't you?
No, but I'll say, but I think
you
he
will
is.
say that. That's all right. I don't mind.
No, but I think he is.
Ramsdale, by the way.
The thing is, we've got players in Henderson. We've got players in Lingard. We've got in Johnson, in Williams, who all want to play in the World Cup. The fact is that they have got that carrot that is kind of hanging over them for the first 3 months of the season that is going to make them want to up their game to start off with. So, Forest are going to have to go out there and kick ass. And they've got to do that anyway. 13 point or 12 points is our aim, isn't it? To be fair, to start off with, anyone that gets that. But I'm quietly confident. But I think that we are building a squad that is there to compete. They're not there, like I said before. We're not going to be there to make up the numbers. We are there to compete, and we've got an England international in terms of Henderson. We've got an England international in terms of Lingard, and we can't actually turn away from the fact that if you look at what Lingard has done previously, he's done phenomenal stuff for club and country. What he did for West Ham last season, it's no wonder they wanted to sign him. Then it's no wonder they're salty about the fact that somebody else has got in there first, because he is a great signing for us. I mean, at the end of the day, West Ham did really well last season. They were a top 10 side, and for them to lose a player like that makes us competitive, because we have their player that they wanted.
Ellie, what about you, Ellie? What Dean Henderson for you? We're going to get to Lingard next. Dean Henderson for you. What were you like when you signed him?
There was a bit more of we sort of knew a bit earlier on we were probably going to sign him. It was in there, so it wasn't quite as much as a surprise as some of our other signings. But I mean, Samba went, and it was sad to see him go. And given everything he did for us, obviously Sheffield United second leg, that was amazing. It was sad to see him go, but I hate to say it because I love Samba, but we would be lying if we said that Henderson wasn't a step up, quite a big step up. I'm really excited. And I think in terms of what he said about Man U as well, it's not. I saw on, I think it was Sky Sports, they were saying that Man United fans, of the 243,000 hate tweets that footballers get, 10,000 are Man United. 10,000 alone.
Yep.
And it's no wonder that they're having troubles wanting to keep players. And Dean Henderson, he knows. And that's what I want. We all want our Forest fans to stay behind the boys no matter what. We've got a bit used to winning. We've forgotten how it feels to lose nowadays, haven't we, after last season? I just hope that we can give the love that Henderson is looking for, because he's going to need it, and I think he will deserve it. He'll win it. He'll earn our hearts, I'm sure.
Well said, Ellie. Forest, and of course Sophie knows what I'm doing. Come on. Of course.
Shout out to Sophie.
Of course. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Thank you. So I'll tell you what, let's get to Jesse Lingard. And I'm going to ask Mr. Door first, then I'm going to ask you, Fox, and then I'll get to you, Ellie. What do you expect from Jesse Lingard? Because we know his quality. Yet another ex-Manchester United player at Forest. What do you expect, Mr. Door?
Listen, man, when I watched the game, when he played his first friendly game against Valencia, the first half, it's just like, we need that number 10 role, because at least and El will know. We had Ziganel as that number 10 role, and he was hot and cold. Bringing Jesse Lingard in, that says it all. That's his position. Yeah. And to get that kind of quality player to be in the Premier League as well, it's just excitement. And we've all seen it, the backlash that it's got from mainstream media.
It's been crazy.
Yeah,
I was going to ask Foxy and Ellie about that, but as you brought it up, might as well, all of us, we might as well deal with it, because where was all the hate coming from? Why?
Because you know it is, Kev, because we're not a top 10 team. Yeah, established team. And because he's not gone like Lisa said, he did well for West Ham last season, because we're Nottingham Forest. I think because we brought so many players in, and now we brought Jesse Lingard in, everyone's saying, "Oh, wow, why is he going Forest?" Listen to me, he's come to Forest. Get over yourself. I know you need something to make your channel pipe up, blah, blah, but listen to me, join Forest. If you want, like, these top 6 clubs, like I've seen podcasters saying, "Oh, why is Jesse Lingard in this?" Listen to it. I had to go on one channel to rant about, listen to me, get over yourself. You join Forest, talk about a different subject. If you're not going to talk nothing positive about our club, because Jesse Lingard is a fantastic player, he's 29 years old, experienced, blah, 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 stop moaning. Then he took me off his stream because he wasn't happy the way I said it. I'm like,
welcome to the Premier League.
Yeah,
Premier
exactly.
League, they don't like it when you go
don't
against.
I mean, and he just said to me, "Oh, I didn't like my ramble." Listen, there, you're being disrespectful to Forest.
Yeah.
If you don't know the background, like we had to buy players, especially that number 10 role is so important because last season we had Ziganel, sometimes James Garner will be in that role. We had Joe Lolly. That number 10 role was like going to eat different type of player.
Yeah.
Now we've got Jesse Lingard. We know that's his role. Get over it. Simple as that.
You've got a Premier League proven and international proven player in that role. Yeah.
It is what it is. But I've got some super chat Kev, before we get to Lisa. It's not. It's a super chat from Andrew Russell. He's from USA, I think. So thank you for the 9.
Adrian, thank you very much for the super chat, super sticker. Thank you very much. Listen, you Reds, you know that you guys are going to be unbelievable this season. I'm hoping for some real good times this season. Foxy, what do you expect from Jesse Lingard this season?
I expect him to bring the cheese. I expect him to bring the flair to our side. You know, I loved his video announcing that he'd signed for us. I know it was cheesy, but I absolutely loved it. And everything he's done since. I didn't really take much notice of the TikToks and stuff before. I do now.
Yeah.
But he is like a phenomenal footballer. It doesn't matter what he does off the pitch. On the pitch, he looked like he had been at Forest a fair while. He looked like he was fitter than I expected him to be, and it looked like Cooper had got into his head straight away in terms of how he played against Valencia on Saturday. And I don't think there's anything to worry about. Like, he will be the player that we want him to be. I think he'll link up with Brennan really well, and I think he will connect. And he also was tracking back. He was doing stuff that you didn't expect him to do. And like we've already touched on, he wants to be in that England squad. And that is the biggest carrot that can be out there for some of our players, that they want to play in that World Cup. And Lingard has come to us, and it's almost like a free hit. I know he's on big wages, and I know that we've paid money for a signing on, but he's also established in the Premiership. He's also done it. He's done it for Manchester United in seasons where they were one of the best teams one of the 4 best teams in the league. So what a coup signing that we've got him. And I don't care about these other clubs that are giving it all large. We've got Jesse Lingard. So what?
Exactly.
What? He's our player. And
True.
do on, because I cannot wait to go out there and watch him play. I can't. I literally cannot wait. I think it's amazing. He is an amazing signing. And it is like this guy now, Forest Ant, we are Premier League, baby. And someone like him being in our side, he is going to make other players who might be on the fence about signing for us go, well, I want to be Premier League, baby, too. So that's where I want to be.
I love that. Forest Ant, thanks for the super chat. Listen, thank you very much. We are Premier League, baby. You're very right. Forest are Premier League now. Ellie, do you want to jump onto what Foxy was saying? What are you expecting from Jesse Lingard?
I mean, it was a statement of intent from the club. It really was. It was so sudden. I mean, it really was. I think it really was about 48 hours. I saw the rumor, and then I saw him
Ellie,
in a
where were
shirt.
you when you heard the news?
Oh, I think I'd just come back from work. I was in the car. When I first heard the rumours, I was so excited. I celebrated as if we'd scored a goal. And then when we did sign him, I was like, I was all over like Instagram. So I was just like meshing everyone like, guess who we just signed? Jesse Lingard. And just like getting in everyone's faces. Just like, yeah, Forest are back and we are here to compete. And, when we did first sign him, as much as I was excited, I was a bit nervous because the rumors were he was on 200k a month, 200k a week, and that he was only in it for the money and all this and that. And I was thinking, oh, we know what he's capable of. We know how class he can be. But if you don't have the heart for the club, if your intentions aren't quite right, you're not going to perform ultimately, are you? You're not going to want to win. And then when we've signed him, that announcement, he's been all over social media repping all the merch. Little Hope is in the merch. I'm loving it. And he really does seem to have fallen in love with Forest just like that. He's loving it, and I'm loving all the what was it? Done deal, baby. That was it. And I remember it so well. That moment. Oh, that was. I will remember that. Let's go! I can't wait.
You know what? It was funny because I was going to Germany, and I saw the text message. Went, for frig's sake, we got the Jesse Lingard. Everyone's texting him. I'm like, Des, you've got to do a live stream now. Get off your backside. Come on, get ready.
Jesse Lingard's in the building, and I mean, do you know what's quite funny? A lot of people have asked me, why has he gone to Forest? I said, you got to remember, Forest are a legacy club. Forest are a big club. I said, Forest, there's a new impetus at Forest. They've got a Brian Clough-like style manager there at the moment. He's young. He develops players. He helps players fulfill their potential. He's positive. And I said, the fact of the matter is, you don't have to pay a transfer fee for him. England international, who can go to the World Cup. Forest don't have to pay a transfer fee. So you've basically put your balaclavas on, gone to Manchester and nicked him, and you brought him down. You took him out the hands of West Ham, and it's a prove-it deal. Foxy, you're right. He has got a carrot dangling for the World Cup. If he performs at Nottingham Forest, he will be going to the World Cup because he is that good. So this is going to lead me into my next question. This is question number 8. Who's going to be top scorer for Forest this season? And I'll start with you, Ellie, on this one.
I've had a bit of a think about this sort of thing and who I think will be like player of the season and things like that. And I am obviously only basing it off of
player of the season is next. Let me tell you. So I'm not I'm talking top goal scorer.
That's next, top goal scorer. I am going to say Johnson. I am going to say it. I know he's young, but I think from what he showed in those friendlies, he was, I mean, if I was the opposition, I'd be terrified of him. He looked very threatening. Whenever he was on the ball, you're thinking, we're thinking brilliant, something's going to come out of this. They're probably bricking it because they know what he can do. And I think he might not have that experience, that age. I think he is the one to worry about. I think he will be top goal scorer.
Fair enough. Foxy, who's top scorer for you?
Can't disagree with what Ellie said. I think Brennan will be instrumental in our season and instrumental in where we finish. I think Lingard will be there or thereabouts. And I think Teo T-Dog.
Big T. Lisa, just say Big T.
T will be there or thereabouts too, because they of the style of play that we have. There will be some games that it will suit others. I think Brennan and Nico Williams will link up so well because they already do for Wales, and there are just, I think Ellie's right that Brennan probably will be our leading scorer, but I would also have a little tiny bet on the fact that one of our amazing midfielders might just weigh in with a few more goals that you don't expect.
Okay. No names, Foxy? No names. Well, listen, that would really help the team if your midfielder is scoring goals. What about you, Mr. Dore? Who's top scorer at the club for you this season?
Listen, I've got to echo what Lisa and Ellie said. Brennan Johnson. He did well in League One for Lincoln. He smashed it in the Championship. Why can't he smash it in the Premier League? He's with better players now. We've got like I said, he played alongside Davis and Sturridge last season, but I know we've got Tyrell Wanley this time. I think he's a better player than Davis, so I think he will up his game. He's got Jesse Lingard next to him as well. And when I watched Jesse Lingard against Valencia last week, and in the balls that I was given to Brennan, I thought, okay, we're ready for the Premier League. And I think Brennan, he'll get it. He'll definitely get top scorer. 100% Brennan.
Okay, fantastic. Anybody in the chat? Who do you think? Who do you think's going to be top scorer for Forest? So, okay, Ellie, let's get back to you. Thank you, Nick Hemphill. Forest are back. Thank you for the super chat. We're on this Kevin Campbell takeover.
Hit the likes, people. Hit the likes.
Yeah, keep hitting that like button. You know we love that. Ellie, who's going to be your player of the year then?
Oh, I think if Brennan is doing as good as we all think he, and probably know he will, if he gets top goal scorer, which I'm fairly certain he will, he'll probably end up player of the season. But honourable mentions, I think McKenna looked like a brick wall at Valencia. And I think who else? Jesse Lingard's obviously going to be up there. We don't need to. I think Taiwo as well. He looked amazing when he came on. I didn't see much of other games, but when he came on, those crosses into the box were fantastic. And I think he'll be in competition for that spot of player of the season. But I will again, not to be boring, but I'm going to again say Brennan Johnson. It's going to be really tough to hang on to him after this season. He's looking classy. He's just getting better every day. He's going to be instrumental, as Lisa said.
Fantastic. Foxy, who you got for player of the year?
See, I don't think it's going to be the strikers. I think it's going to be defence that will make the difference. And it's very easy to pick the Worrells and the McKennas because they were there and we've seen what they are capable of. I'm going to go with Niakate.
You took him, Lisa.
Well, I know my football, Ben.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously.
You tell him, Foxy. You tell him.
Purely because, one, we've got the Moose chant. Two, I just think he's a player and I think he will be phenomenal for us. And I think fans will appreciate what he brings to the side and I can't wait to see it.
Fantastic.
Ben. Sorry.
Come on, Ben. Do you want to chime in on Foxy's shout?
Yeah, I've got to echo on what Lisa just said. Niakate, because like I said, when against Union Berlin, he was fantastic. And then, but I know he didn't play against Valencia, but he's a tank. He's an animal, man. And I like him. I like him. I personally think he'll be a defender. Or like, I like, what's his name? Lewis O'Brien as well. We got from Huddersfield. He's a good player as well. But it's got to be Niakate for me. He's a moose. We're going to do that chant to him.
I'm sure.
But for me, he's going to be the player of the season for me, without doubt. Without doubt.
I didn't get to see him play. I'm yet to see him. That's what I'm missing out because I'm hearing great things from everyone, but I'm yet to see him play live. So maybe.
So yeah, you need to see him play.
Yeah,
You need to see. Well, you're probably going to see him play this weekend. That's for sure. Right. We're at the last question. And I might have to split this up into two parts so you get a little extra bonus, right? Before I say this, Glenn Hancock, thank you for the super chat.
What?
Have a lime and lemonade.
Bless you, Glenn. We know Ben doesn't drink.
Yeah, he don't drink. And listen, he's going to need to make it up them stairs at Newcastle, so he's going to need that's going to be his fuel.
Thank you, Glenn. Respect, Glenn, for that.
Top man, Glenn. So, in your eyes, guys, we're going back to a little bit of the team from last season who are still here. Who's going to be the most improved player? Who's going to adjust to the Premier League?
You going first or me, Ben?
Go on, Foxy. You go.
You go first, Foxy. I've got to think about this kind of stuff.
We don't need to think about it, do we? We know who we're going to
go. We know. We need to know. Everyone comment. We know.
It's our new vice captain. It's Rai. Of course, it's Rai. He proved so many people wrong last year, and everyone can just go and eat pie. That's fine. I'm not bothered. Ryan Yates, get you in that team. Let's get swimming. Honestly, I can't wait. I think he is our Nigel Clough. He is the player that will be in your face, but smiling with it. And he will get away with so much stuff because the referees will like him. And he will get away with things that you wouldn't generally get away with. And I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait for this season. Like Ryan Yates, he's done it in League One. He's done it in the Championship. He's had so much shit in the past. Bring it on. Just bring it on.
Love that. Love that. Mr. Door, are you gonna jump on Foxy's shout again? Or are you gonna pick somebody else?
No, I think let's say Ryan Yates. I think for me personally, like even Joe Worrell, both of them, like I said, they're both academy players. All three youngsters, that Brennan, Yatesy, McKenna, academy players. I think, me personally, I think Yatesy will be improved because I think Premier League will suit him because of the type of player that he is. Like he's not afraid to get a tackle in, and he can be. I don't know. I'm not going over the top. I'll Roy Keane. He won't kick. He'll kick lumps at these. I know De Bruyne or whatever you want to call these players that are.
But he'll do it with a smile, and that's what makes me laugh.
But yeah, me personally, I've got to say Ryan Yates. So before I say it, he's my right. Everyone knows he's my right. So that's all it matters.
Ellie, what about you, Ellie? Who's going to be the most improved player for you out of the Forest players who have stayed?
Yeah, there's a few contenders, I would say. I think it's not going to be Johnson, just based on the ground that we already know what he's capable of, and he is going to step up. But
hey, by the way, you've already got him at top goal scorer and player of the year, so he's gone.
He's gone. He can't be most improved. He's had all his awards. Done. And I think Jack Colback is an honourable mention for me.
Definitely.
Valencia looked good. I think he's someone who gets a lot of stick. Last season, he was playing a position that's not really his position, and he was. I mean, look where we are now. Other mentions, Worrell. Obviously, we love Worrell, and I think he looked not quite as, he was a little bit shaky compared to what we usually know Worrell as, but we might put that down to it's just a friendly, and he loves the competition, does Worrell. So I can't help but agree. I think I know I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but you can't not. I think Ryan Yates is going to start off maybe a little bit shaky to begin with. He has done in the past, moving up and stepping up, but then he will step up. He'll figure out the game, and he'll be. I think he's going to surprise everyone. He's going to surprise everyone in the Premier League, and everyone's going to be talking about him again. Like, where did he come from? And we're going to say, we told you so. Don't underestimate our Forest boys. Ryan Yates for me.
Ryan, well, so it's a full house, Ryan Yates. Andrew Sharp, thank you for the super chat. And Andrew, I totally agree with you. Door, get Casey a beer to celebrate a win at St. James's Park.
You don't even drink.
I could drink a zero. I could drink a zero beer. Don't worry about that. If Mr. Door's paying, and it's about £3, that's about right.
It's Paul that's paying. It's Andrew that's paying.
Yeah, it's not me paying. Thank you for the review, pal, Andrew. I'll take that.
Oh, funny. So, guys, listen. Here's the bonus for you. Here's the bonus. Which team do you most want to beat in the Premier League? And I'm going to ask Ellie this first. One team you got to choose.
For me,
do you know what I'm going to say?
I didn't hesitate. For me, first team, Liverpool. Not because people might be thinking, oh, young fan, Liverpool's, all these awards and everything. That's why I want to beat Liverpool. I want revenge, right?
Yes.
Last season, Zinchenko should have scored that goal. Liverpool, we are coming for you. This season, beware, be afraid.
Yeah,
you're going to be surprised. And the rivalry, we are back, Liverpool. Watch out. Brennan Johnson's gonna score. I'm telling you.
Well, Liverpool, you listen, I love that. A big scalp. You're going for the big scalp. Foxy, what about you?
See, everyone's going to go for Liverpool for lots of reasons because of stuff. I'm going for Bournemouth.
Oh, yes.
And you know why. I say nothing more.
No comment.
Door's like, whoa, yeah.
They're easy pickings, though. I think. I think
Because
we're
I
saying
know,
hi.
Kev, I know why. I know why. No
Yeah,
comment.
you know why. Are you going to enlighten us, Foxy, or are you going to
Nope.
keep it under
I
wraps?
say nothing.
PG. That's what I say. PG.
Okay.
Bournemouth.
I just assumed it was because they took our place at second.
No.
That's what I was basing it
No.
off.
Don't start me off. We'll be
It runs
Bournemouth.
deeper than that.
Is it the fact that you travelled down there and they called it off?
That wasn't the reason.
That wasn't the reason. No.
Okay. Well.
You're making listing them.
Oh well. What if
another
anybody in
time,
the chat knows what it is? Put it up.
Please, hashtag Black Eyegate. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, trouble. There's trouble. Mr. Door, what about you? I'm going to leave Foxy because she's talking about sorting people out.
No. I'm talking about people assaulting me.
No, I understand, but to me, you're talking about you sorting people out. So, Mr. Door, what about you? Which team?
Before I do, I've got a new member to my channel. Shout out to Lizzie. Can you email me, please?
Is that
for being
Lizzie?
Lizzie, yeah, she's a member to the channel. Can you email me, please, for being a member? So thank you for being a member. I would say Liverpool because I've got loads of Liverpool friends. My brother's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, your brother's a Liverpool
The main
Honestly,
one, like
Arsenal,
the one that's got to be. I'm sorry, Kev, but I've got like I'm in an Arsenal super Facebook WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
But Marcus Neves, Claudius Dyer. I've had enough of you Arsenal fans give me grief every single time. So that's the team I'm going for. I want to beat Arsenal. We've got Arsenal October the 30th, I think it is. I want them. I want to beat Arsenal, and yeah, I want Arsenal.
I agree with Ian Cox. I agree with Ian Cox. By the way,
is going to be.
He just put
Liverpool at home, Arsenal away.
You just put him up there, Mr. Door. Ian Cox.
Where's Ian Cox?
He was just up and you took him off.
Ian Cox. Spurs. Spurs. Yes, he did.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Come on. I mean, come on. That's the one I want.
Spurs, yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Spurs.
Yeah, Ian Cox. That's the one I want. Forest to win. Home and away, please.
Oh, days.
That's the one. So guys, listen, I've finished. You've done the 10 questions, you've done the bonus, and I'm actually in the hour, Mr. Door. There you go.
He's done a great job, people. He has done a great job. People in the comments, what do you think of Kevin being the host? I've had enough. I might retire from this. But yeah, Kevin, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for being
one thing I will say, Mr. Door. Enjoy the first game tomorrow where you're watching it and you can see two teams go at it.
Kevin, it's Thursday. Kevin, it's Thursday. It's not Friday. It's Thursday.
Tomorrow. Arsenal play tomorrow.
Oh, we don't care about Arsenal, man.
But what I'm saying is you're gonna watch the Premier. Now you're in the Premier League. You're gonna be watching the Premier League because these teams are your rivals.
100%.
And see if you could sleep Friday night. And then I don't know what time you're traveling up to Newcastle. What time are you all going?
What time am I leaving? Gary Murray. What time am I leaving? I forgot what time. I get picked up by Malcolm. Yeah, because I'm not going to sleep Friday night. So Gary, I'm sleeping. I get picked up at 9 o'clock. I think. Gary, put a comment. What time would you pick me up so I can sleep? 9 o'clock. I'm leaving.
9 o'clock. Ellie, are you going to the game?
I'm one of those unfortunate few who got in the queue, number 700, crashed.
Kevin, don't get
wrong. What happened? I don't know. What happened?
It's a touchy subject.
No, it's all right. I'm okay. I got Everton tickets. I don't know how, if I'm honest. It's just pure luck. It was just, but it's a work in progress. If I really want to be there. First time in 23 years. But either way, I'll be watching, whether it's from my sofa or in the ground. I don't care. We're backing the boys.
Love that. And what about you, Foxy? You are going, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm off on our travels. I think we're leaving about 10. So we're parked on some random person's drive.
Nice one.
It's all good. It's all good. Forest are back.
Forest are back in the big time. You know what? And what a blessing. What a blessing for you all. What a blessing for the city. And you know what? I sincerely hope Steve Cooper and the boys do themselves proud, do you all proud, and stay in the league so you can build on the foundation. I truly believe.
We will stay in the league.
I truly believe that's going to happen. I really do.
Higher than that.
Hey, if they get higher than that, even better. But do you know what? For me, I'll take 17th now, just so to say you're in there next season. You know what I mean? It's important.
I'll take that. Right.
It's that important.
It's important. Right. It's been a great show, a great hour. Kevin Campbell, thank you for being a fantastic host as usual. Any last thoughts, Kev, before we go?
Again, enjoy the season. And do you know what? When the tough times come, back the team and the manager, because every team's going to go through some tough times. But don't lose sight of backing the manager and the players. Get behind them because they're going to need you this season. Really important.
100%. 100%. Lisa, any thoughts before we go?
No, bring it on. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Me too. Last but not least, I hate this girl because she's always on TV every single time. She was on TV yesterday. I've had enough of it, Lisa.
Really?
Yeah, she's always on TV.
More than you.
Listen to me, Ellie. Tell everyone how many times have you been on TV this week. I've had enough. Tell everyone before we go.
3 TV appearances.
Whoa.
One of them is just a slow-mo shot of me walking away from the Premier League trophy. I don't say anything. I'm just in like 3 seconds. But I will take it.
Well, yeah.
And
yeah, you can see me on Football Focus this weekend.
She's on Football Focus as well.
Aye. Really?
Yeah.
I told you, Kevin.
Right.
She's everywhere. She's everywhere, Kevin.
We got a star on. I love that, Ellie. Well done.
It's good, it's good. But yeah, people, like I said, 2 more days to go. We're back in the Premier League. If you enjoyed this podcast, please do hit the like button and you all subscribe to us as well. Kevin Campbell's got a channel as well, Hybrid Squad. Please go and subscribe to Hybrid Squad. Almost there, people. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Kev. Thank you, El. Thank you, Foxy. It's been a pleasure. 2 more days. I've got the preview show, my first preview show tomorrow at 10 o'clock after the Arsenal get beat tomorrow by Crystal Palace. So people, after that, I'm with Kendall, the Newcastle fan. She'll be on tomorrow. So people, thank you for everyone. Kev, Lisa, and Foxy, and El. Peace and love, people. 2 more days up the Forest.